Good morning, everybody. This is Max Farrow. This is DexFXMarkets.com. Today is the 21st of October, 2019, and this is your daily update. All right. So today is the 21st of October. We're about 1/3 of the way through our demo system with the Xedan system, and I'm really looking forward to these results, as well as for this week. It's going to be huge. As you've seen yesterday, I worked the programs to look at the 100%ers. What I'm doing for my strategy is I'm using the 1-hour signals with the news avoidance turned off. I'm also looking at the monthly expiry systems and only trading the 100%ers. Nothing like, so there's some that are trading like above 80 or what have you. I'm trading nothing but the 100%ers. If the 100%ers change, I change them in my strategy. If I take a loss, I will change that strategy. So I'm very excited to announce that the system went well throughout the night, and we ended up picking up a trade early at 9 o'clock this morning and won $46. So it may not seem like a lot. You're like, Max, come on, it's $46. But listen, if I'm a year into this and I'm doing 10 contracts, which is probably going to be where I stop at 10 contracts, this would have easily been $230. That's right, a $230 morning, and the day's not done yet. The average is coming out at about $100 a day. That would have been about a $1,000 morning. Now, I don't know about you, but I know that, $1,000 a day is not too shabby, So I think that's something about 20 grand a month, 100 or 240,000 a year. I don't think that that's too bad, right? So, but being able to get to that level takes time and energy. And what we did on Sunday night is that we took our one contract apiece process through the demo and raised it up through our incremental crawl. Why? Because we ended up last week making $1,000 within the process, and that was enough for me to increase the amounts up one contract. Now, the next $700 to $1,000, I'm going to do the same. And you're going to watch us do that. And soon, the system will sort of go parabolic. We'll just start probably once or twice a day. I'll have to go in and change the amounts up to that process. Now, I'm going to stop at 10. I'm not going to go any further than 10 on the demo here if we happen to get to that before the 30 days is up, because it'll just be kind of nonsense at that point, just daydreaming, right? 10 contracts I know will get filled. All right, but some people ask, Max, I seen you trade sometimes that you got the one contract, but then you got 5. That's right. There's sometimes that, like in the beginning, or I think it was the last week. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Here's one of them. Max, you got one contract and then you put on 5. And then you started with 5 contracts right there. Why was that? Well, I knew, and by looking at the charts, how well the system would do at that point. Now, it all comes down to one word: opportunity. And that opportunity is for you to learn how to read the charts. Because if you can't read the charts, then there's no real... I wouldn't say wait for the opportunity for the Euro USD to come up at 9 o'clock and then just go put 5 contracts on. You have to know that it has a very high rate of success. Okay, if it has a high rate of success of 100% over the last 30 days, give yourself opportunity for it not to fail for the first time for the month. Okay, by simply coming in and selecting the 1-hour signals, going to charts, going down to Euro USD, and looking, does it set up perfectly? Is it something that has protection with it? When I mean protection, I mean support and resistance areas. So let's see. This particular pair fired off with an arrow right there. The arrow would have been below the EMA. This is why it fired off. We know it's a signal because it fired off with that red, and it's a down off the EMA, right? But it also comes back to the EMA to set the statement or the strike price, which would have been about 167, 168, right? So it would have been 167, but because there was no 167, there was a 168. It went with that, right? But if we look, the price is really strong underneath, and this support area, this resistance area, if you will, is pretty strong because look how many times it got hit right here and sort of just bounced off, remembering that support and resistance areas are more about areas than they are about one particular line in the sand, okay? It does have some value to it. Things seem to be able to respect it within about 4 or 5 pips. This is only 2 pips from there to there, and look at it. It's really respecting that process. So knowing that, once it was below it, it would have a hard time trying to penetrate through that. I would at least come down another set of statements, another strike price, and either gotten into more contracts here feeling very safe, or pushing it a little bit to get to that point. Now remember, if you choke up, you're not getting the same results as you got with the 100%ers, right? It could be a little bit less, but the value is that you're probably going to end up winning that, probably about 75 to 80% success. And because you're buying the contracts for a lot more, even if you were to take the loss would be a lot less than what you would if you had a regular trade on, right? Instead of losing 75, you probably only lose about 60 or 50 at that point. That means that you'd be winning between $40 to $50 per contract on a push like this. But again, if there is money on that pair and you have the opportunity to add more contracts, you might want to look at it, especially with the success rates we have. But look at the process, right? If you get into a trade and it kind of doesn't really have any support or resistance areas or what have you, depending on the direction, steer clear, right? Only go in if you feel 100% sure to do so. All right. So not too bad. I didn't get into multiple contracts on that one or add more contracts on. I am at two now. For every $1,000, every $700 to $1,000, I'm going to add another contract on the September. I think it was September 15th, or November 17th is the day that we turn on everything live, and we're really looking forward to that process as things fire off. If you noticed too from yesterday, I set myself up with a VPS from our company, dexwebtools.com. Go to www.dexwebtools.com to get your server on. Follow we will have some training on how to do all that and get everything set up. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. We're having some great results. I hope that those that are watching this, that are with me and trading at the same time, they're having some great results as well, which will get those produced out here in a few days. Show you some customer results that are going on too. And for those of you that don't have it, simply go to dexfxmarkets.com and get started. I got to tell you, if you're hesitant, if you want to find something, come in, demo with us. You got nothing to lose, but time and a little bit of money. It's not that much to get it started, and if you do, you own it for life at that point. It's something that these kind of skills, they take a little bit to learn, but once you get them, you can't unsee them. Okay, and I promise you that you'll never look at a chart the same way again. You'll never think about the process of automatic trading ever again like this. You'll be very pleasantly surprised at your abilities by the time you're finished. I'm Max Farrow. This is DexFXMarkets.com. I look forward to seeing you next time. And as always, trade well.